What's going on, guys? Welcome back. And today I'm going to be talking about this brand new helmet that got revealed for Iron Man. Now, of course, before I talk about this, we got to talk about the actual set that it comes in, which is this set right here. Now, this set is going to be around like $89 to like $90. It's going to be pretty expensive. It ain't going to be $20, that's for sure. Which, of course, this set just doesn't really look appealing that much because a bunch of new stuff comes in this set, like new builds for these the containment where the armors go. Now Lego has done contain like armors stuff before, like a Hall of Armor, which is cool, but this is a completely new design, and a lot of people have actually bought the two packs that they actually connect to, which this is new. It's much cooler, in my opinion, but for those people that are like building, they're gonna have to add this whole new build. But as you guys can see, there's one new thing, which is the helmets. The helmets are completely new, but what kind of ticks me off is that when the skinny helmets came out, like the 2017 ones, they started coming on all the Iron Man figures. For some people, that this is cool that we're getting a new helmet mold for Iron Man, but for some it's like, why are we getting another one? I like how we're getting a new Rhodey minifigure, but we'll talk about the minifigures later. Whiplash finally coming in the set, probably the one that nobody wanted, but whatever. Anyway, it comes with a car, and then it comes with like this nice Hall of Armor, and then it comes with this stand that you can stand in the middle, which is pretty cool. Now over here are all the minifigures that are in the set. Starting off with these three right here, the most disappointing ones. We have the Iron Man minifigure, the Tony Stark minifigure that came in the Sakarian Hulkbuster, and then we have Pepper Potts that came in the Ironmonger set, and then we also have Nick Fury, which also came in a bunch of sets. I can't even name them all, but yeah. Anyway, we have these brand new ones, which I don't know the one in the fourth one right there, but the fourth Iron Man figure. But Whiplash figure looks cool because it actually has the older helmet, which is cool and all, but yeah, it's kind of, wish it was a new mold because they're making all these new molds, but I guess it wouldn't be that as cool. But this figure is nice shoulder piece, but we're going to talk about the four Iron Man figures right here. War Machine figure looks absolutely awesome. It's just the helmet is way too big, and we'll talk about the helmet later. But the torso and leg print for War Machine looks nice. I like it a lot. Now the two Iron Man minifigures, I think the Mark 5 and the Mark 85 or something. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. But the one to the far left Iron Man figure from the Ironmonger set, we've literally gotten him before, and the Mark 85 too, we've gotten him before. Like, I know that we're getting like a bunch of really cool Iron Man minifigures, and we're getting like a bunch of repeats, which is really not that worth it to have two Tony Stark figures. I mean, that Metallica shirt is cool, but it's just, why do we need two? But I do like it because the helmets are actually different. This one kind of has a black print right here to represent like the mouth, while this one kind of has a skinnier one. So they're kind of printed differently too, so maybe you can use that for the Avengers one and all that stuff. But the one with the jackhammer arms from the video game, this one right here, the new exclusive one, is actually really cool. I do like his build, which is really awesome and very creative using the Shuri gauntlet pieces. I like that a lot. Now Whiplash is probably the most depressing figure in this, because it's not the one from the video games. It's the one that it's really not that good. Like, it's just, and then the face, however. So what I'm gonna do when I get this figure is, until we get the one from the race car one, where he has like that orange, like the orange kind of jumpsuit thing. Until we get that one, I'm literally just going to take this head off this brand new Whiplash figure, which absolutely looks awesome. Take that head, put it on the knockoff, take that hairpiece, and use it for Defender Strange, and just forget about this whole figure, because this figure is just a waste in my opinion. And he uses the old helmet too. It's not even that cool. So anyway, let's talk about the brand new helmets. So the new helmets are the new helmet, which this is the Mark 85 one, but they're all gonna look the same, just with different prints. It's much bigger. Now, the Mark 85 especially, I believe that it should have had the 2017 one. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be like, no, it should have the original one. Well, if we're being honest, the more Iron Man marks that he had in the future, the skinnier it would become. It would become more slicker and not as bulky as the older Iron Man figures, which this one seems good for like just a regular Iron Man minifigure. From like all the way from Homecoming all the way to the first Avengers movie, it would be good. The first Iron Man movie would be good. This one, however, would be for the Mark 85 and the much skinnier armors, because they got more skin tight, which makes sense why they used this helmet. But for whatever reason, they just decided to take this Iron Man minifigure and just give him a bigger helmet, which it doesn't work at all. I just think it's way too big. It's cool though. I love how much detailed this one is over here than the ones in the middle, because it has much more printing, which the printing might scratch off in the future, but it looks more high-tech and cool. It just wasn't executed that well. Like, I love the eyes, I love like it has all the good things about this helmet, but then has the flip-up visor, and then you have this helmet. I think that they should have leaned more into this helmet, the 2017 one, for this figure, because it's way too big. And then, as you guys can see on the side and much later pictures, that it just look how much room there is up there. It's like a big forehead. His head isn't that big, and it looks like a knockoff helmet. But this one right here looks skin tight. This one, however, doesn't have a flip-up visor. I think that they should have added a flip-up visor for this one. It's just way too fat and big. However, the faceplate itself, easily the new one looks amazing, because it looks really cool, and it looks like Iron Man. However, the one on the right just has too many engraves and just needs more printing to add just more detail. But it's just the forehead though. The forehead just really ticks me off of how this looks. I mean, look how far this is up there. It's so far up there. And I want to see if you can actually take the other helmet, like this helmet over here, and then put the brand new visor on top of that. I want to see what it'll look like. It won't work, which is the point I'm trying to make, because this is it's way too big. But I do think that the figure does look nice, and the set is cool too, which we're going to be getting brand new molds for all these in gunmetal gray and whatever color they're going to make Rhodey. I think gunmetal gray. But yeah, I think that this is just a really cool set. But I don't think that we should have gotten we shouldn't have gotten this brand new helmet. I think that we should have gotten something much better and much closer to the 2017 one right here. I think we should have gotten something like this for the Mark 85, because it's way too big. However, I do think that it looks really cool. But if you're not thinking of accuracy, like sometimes guns are like really huge and they need to be. If you're not thinking of accuracy, I think that this is a great Iron Man helmet. But if you're thinking about the MCU and accuracy of how big it should be, it's definitely way off. And I think that they should have gotten more from the 2017 one, because I knew where they were trying to go. It's just the flip up thing just doesn't work at all. But the printing just really looks cool. But I want to see what it would actually look like if you erased all the printing on the front. It probably would look exactly like this, but just a flip-up head. But if you look at the video games, it's just when you look at the 2016 video games, when they had the Invincible Iron Man figure, the visor would actually flip up, which would look awesome and cool. I might find a video in here somewhere, who knows? But I kind of like these new helmets. They really look weird. And much bigger, but maybe in person they might look better. That kind of scares me a bit how that looks, but of course it's going to be able to close, which the helmet is it's too big. It looks big, but I think that it looks pretty nice. So Anyway, if I would rate these helmets, the set itself, definitely a 6 out of 10. This is just a really, I mean, if I could pick it up, I would, but I might, who knows. But I think that this is just it's a weird set that has a bunch of reused figures in it that nobody really wanted more of. Maybe you would want another Pepper Potts for the torso for like Jennifer Walters or something from She-Hulk. But I don't know what you would need these parts for. I mean, the only reason why people are actually buying this is for the Whiplash figure, maybe Rhodey and the new helmets if you're a big fan of them. But other than that, really no one's gonna want another Pepper Potts and thing. So yeah, 6 out of 10 for the set. However, for the new helmets, I would have to rate it on accuracy. Definitely a I think maybe out of 10, definitely I would have to say a 7 on accuracy. Wait, definitely a 4, because on accuracy it's too big. All right, it's way too big. It needs to be more skinnier, like this one. This one's actually perfect for a Mark 85. Whatever you guys think of the movies, whatever you guys think of this helmet, it's perfect for a Mark 85 helmet. However, this doesn't work for Mark 85, but if you're looking for like the best Iron Man minifigure ever, I think these helmets rock and they're awesome. But just for MCU purposes and how skinny it is, it's much bulkier. All right, it's much bulkier, but I'm probably gonna live with it and probably look awesome. And I want to see this in person. It's probably gonna be a lot like this one right here. But I just thought for the older ones there was too much molding for it, because there wasn't enough detail, just molding. That was the only thing that I didn't like. But it's still funny. We still have the same Batman helmet for like since 2016 or something. We still have the same Batman helmet since 2016. However, Iron Man's literally had 3 new helmets in like the past like year. He's like gone like new helmets. Like we haven't even had this. Like we got this new helmet like 2017, and we're already getting a new one like 5 years later. It's so funny. Like it's like the blip. Like we just got like this new Iron Man helmet. I think that's cool. It's definitely cool. But yeah. Anyway, what do you guys think of these the helmet in the comment below? Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like the new helmet? I like how it has more printing, like gold and stuff. I kind of like it. This one, the newer one, a lot more. It's just, I think they should have made him a bit skinnier, but just for an Iron Man, looking at it in person, the whole thing, I think it works perfect for Iron Man. Anyway, what do you guys think? We're probably gonna get a new Iron Man helmet in the future. It's gonna be like this good. But yeah, anyway, what do you guys think? Peace out and bye.